Hi everybody, I'm back again. I'm kind of in the middle of cleaning up my studio, and I started going through a bunch of boxes just to get rid of stuff. And it's not just my art room that I'm cleaning up, I'm also cleaning up the rest of the house. You ever get into one of those moods where you just want to get rid of stuff? Well, that's kind of the mood that I'm in right now. And so I'm in my studio, and I'm going to give you a tour of my studio after I've gotten everything all cleaned up. I'm really in the middle of cleaning it right now. But I came across this box, and I just started kind of reminiscing. So I wanted to show you a couple of things. I don't know if I mentioned before, but I used to be an art teacher at a private school for 11 years. And I always did like a demo piece before the students actually did their work. So I was going through this box, and I had a few pieces that I saved. And I just, you start reminiscing for all the students. And this was one, and this was really funny. This was just kind of a fun project. I don't know if you can see it. It's actually just a regular latex glove. And what the kids did, if you see it up close, it's all doodling. And this really was meant to be just a fun piece. But they had so much fun with it, they really took it to a whole new level. So what they did literally was put the glove on their hand and basically doodled. And then once it was completed and they liked it, they took it off and they stuffed it with cotton or polyfiber fill, and that's all that's inside of here. And it's all polyfiber fill, and it's really, really kind of delicate. I've had this now for a number of years, and I just noticed that some parts of it are starting to kind of harden. I don't know if something got on there. But yeah, I just started reminiscing. I remembered when we were working on this one. And then, this is not my piece that I did as a demo. This was a student piece that I held on to that was left afterwards. And this was one, I actually taught my daughter and my oldest son at one point when they were in junior high. And then I also taught my oldest son in sculpture when he got to high school. This was a piece that the advanced 8th grade students were working on, and it's just a pot made from rope. They were studying about the group of Native Americans and using the rope to create designs based on the Native Americans. I don't know if you can see that. And they're at the top, all the little detail. So it was really neat. I was thinking about that. My daughter is now 21 years old. So that was done when she was in 8th grade. And then I found a couple other pieces. This was actually a piece that I did as a demo for the class, and this is based on Picasso, when we basically had to create a three-dimensional piece. This is all fabric with polyfiber fill, and this was quite involved. So they had to do a drawing, which was then cut out and transferred onto a piece of fabric, and then that had to be painted. We had to create a front piece as well as the back, and then it had to be sewn together, then flipped inside out so that we could put together a three-dimensional piece. There's a bean bag that allows it to stand, and then once it's all stitched together, well, that had to be painted first, and then once it's stitched together, flipped inside out, you have this, and it's stuffed with polyfiber fill, and there's a bean bag that sits at the bottom to give it some weight so it actually stands up. And this was the demo piece that I did, you can tell, based on Picasso. And all of the students did such a really good job. Picasso is one of my favorite artists. Here's another piece that we did based on Picasso. And this is just wire with a stocking, knee-high stocking that was pulled over. And it's quite hard now because it was painted with glue. So it's really cool. So I'm just sitting here reminiscing, back to days when I actually taught. I got really sick at one point and had to go to part-time. And then I couldn't even handle that, and I ended up quitting my job altogether. So sometimes I do think about, when I was teaching. And in this box, I'm going to hold that one for last, but here's another piece that we did, and this was based on an artist named Henry Moore, and it's kind of getting a little scratched. But this piece was done by my daughter. That was really cool. I tend to save a lot of pieces, and I have these are coasters based on a piece of work that my daughter actually did when she was in high school. I mean, not high school, in advanced 8th grade. And I still have that piece of artwork. It's quite big, but it's a 3-dimensional relief. So all of the pieces kind of stand out. But I did some coasters because I really liked that piece. And then in this box, there are also some of my own awards from when, different shows that I entered my work in, and I won awards. This was, I think I won a silver award. This was a few years ago. And then I think there's another one here, another second place award, and there's a few more, but we won't go into all of that. Gosh, this is just, and if you know these, when you spin them, I won't do it right now, but when you spin these, well, actually I will. Let's just have some fun, shall we? When you spin it makes that noise. Actually, my granddaughter's in the next room, so hopefully she doesn't wake up. Yes, so that's in there, and that was, I actually got that from a visit back home. And then, this is enameling, and this is done, I have a friend named Sean Alton, and he teaches enameling on copper, and this is from a workshop that he taught, which is really cool. This is all enameling, and that's a piece of copper underneath. And then I have, just an award that I received. Hope you guys are enjoying this. I'm just having fun going through. This is a piece that my daughter did based on Japanese makie. It's supposed to simulate gold and silver inlay. I don't know if you're familiar with makie, M-A-K-I, then there's a dash and E. It's a Japanese form of enameling. So we did, that's my daughter's example that she did. And then I also taught copper tooling, and that side is kind of worn because we put something on it to kind of weather it, but it's actually George Washington. It looks like, if you can see that, but let me flip it over because this side doesn't have the working. You can see it's George Washington, and it's very detailed. So I did taught them copper tooling, and this is actually advanced 8th grade, and I also taught sculpture, the high school students how to do this on a larger scale, of course. Oh gosh, I'm having so much fun going through this. Hope I'm not boring you. Here's one that was really involved. Let me see if I can take it off. Yeah. This was actually it was a 4-piece project. Let's see if I can show you. They did a drawing, then they carved it out, did a print, then did a paper, a sheet of paper, and then did, this is actually a clay tile. The other piece should have been here, but there's one piece missing, but it's actually a 4-part project teaching different techniques. And that was, I think that project took about 2 weeks maybe, almost 2 weeks to complete, but it was a lot of fun. Lots of fun. And then this one is also an advanced 8th grade project showing them how to simulate a fossil. I don't know if you can see that. So it's all wire underneath, and then it's laid over with different sheets of paper just to kind of give a like a full fossil kind of look. Yeah. And if you saw that one really good right there. But the last thing I wanted to show, and I totally forgot to have it in here because I took my youngest son to a museum recently, which I know you saw the video. And I totally forgot, a student of mine had went to China on a trip and brought this back for me. And I don't think I'm going to put it out on display right now, but I totally forgot I had this. I hope you can see that. It's a replica of a terracotta warrior. Isn't that amazing? Let's see if I can bring it a little bit closer. You can see such detail. I'm a huge fan of ancient China, and especially the terracotta warriors. So one of my students visited China during one of the summer, actually I think it was a group of students that went on a trip to China, and we had actually just finished doing a project about the terracotta warriors, and when he returned, this is what I received. I was so pleased that he even remembered me. So that goes in there, and it comes in a nestled into some fabric back there, and then it's actually got these cool little clips that I can just seal it with. So I'm not going to put this on display because I'm so afraid it's going to break. Right now I have my granddaughter running around, so I'm going to just put that back in here. But I am so pleased I could share that part with you. I hope that didn't bore you to death. I love art. I am an artist, and it's just part of who I am. So thank you for listening. Hope I didn't bore you, like I said, and I'm happy to share. This is just another part of who I am. I'm sure you've seen my gardening videos, my herbal videos. So it's I'm just one of those people that dabbles in a lot of different things. So thanks again for watching this video, and if you do like this video, just give me a thumbs up. And if you would like for me to share more about my artwork and that sort of thing, just let me know in the comments below, and I will certainly do so. Alright? Keep an eye out for the tour of my studio. Alright?